my god, I'm going to drop them all. These are all going bye-bye. Hey guys, it's Whitney and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be getting into some books. It's a kind of controversial thing, but they gotta go. So today I'm gonna be doing the Book Unhaul challenge, which was created by Booksandlala. Essentially what she did is she came up with 10 categories of books to remove from her shelf, and she decided to share those with us and show herself unhauling her books. So I'm gonna share with you the books that I pulled from the categories that she picked out. I actually just recently did a pretty big unhaul, so it probably would have been a lot bigger than it is if I hadn't already done that. But I'm hoping to get to show you guys these other books. So the first category is a book that you rated low, and for me that is The Devourers by Indra Das. Everybody seems to love this, so unpopular opinion, but my partner and I both read it and apparently we feel the same way about it. So we decided collectively that this is going. It had really good potential, but it just didn't deliver. So bye. The second category was a book you changed your mind about, and for me that is A Kiss Before the Apocalypse by Thomas. Who cares? Because I'm not gonna read it. I don't even remember what this is about. I didn't buy this. I actually traded it on Paperback Swap, or used a credit, something like that, on Paperback Swap. I got it off Paperback Swap. I guess it sounded good at the time, and then I just recently reread the summary because I couldn't remember what it was about, and I can't remember what it's about again, but I didn't like it, so it's going. The third category is a series you won't be completing, and for me that is The Giver Quartet. At least I won't be completing it any time in the near future. So I'm gonna be getting rid of The Sun by Lois Lowry. I actually got my partner a bind up of the quartet. This is actually one of his favorite series, but we don't need this copy, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it because it's just taking up space and he doesn't need it. The fourth category is a book you DNF'd, and for me that is sadly Revival by Stephen King. I couldn't get into this one. I don't know what it is about this particular Stephen King novel that I just could not get into. I was also just able to add 2 other books to this category because it just happened, and those are The Last Werewolf by Glenn Duncan and By Blood We Live by Glenn Duncan. This was one of those series that I really wanted to like, but I just didn't. I DNF'd The Last Werewolf probably about 100 pages in. I couldn't. I hated it so much. And this seems to be a love-or-hate book, and for me I guess it's hate. The fifth category is a book you have multiple copies of, and that for me is Paper Girls Volume 1. I love this series, but I ended up with 2 copies of the first volume. I'm actually gonna keep it because whenever I do hit 1,000 subscribers I'm gonna be doing a giveaway, and spoiler, this is gonna be part of it. The sixth category is a book you'll never actually get to, and for me that is Dark Eden. Wow, it's so shiny on camera. I just don't see myself reading this. I gave it a few pages when I first got it, so it's not technically a DNF, but I just haven't been interested in picking it up, and it's been sitting on my shelf for a while. There's still other books laying around on the shelf that have been here longer, but I do still have interest in those. This one was from a blind fancy book box, so it was kind of something I didn't actually pick out myself anyway, so I don't feel too bad about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. I've also heard something about incest, and that The seventh category is a book you bought because of the hype, and for me that was actually the one I bought first was Rebel Springs, thinking it was the first one in the series, and it wasn't. So then I bought Fallen Kingdoms, and the series is just really long, and I've had them basically since I started BookTube, so apparently I'm not that interested, and I don't even know what they're about. I didn't know what they were about when I bought them, and I've never bothered to look at the summary. So they're taking up space, and I don't ever think I'm gonna get to them. The eighth category is a book you bought because of the cover, and for me that was Mystic City. I actually really like these covers despite the fact that there's a person on them. I read a little bit of this when the dystopian craze was happening. I was enjoying it, but I've just since been really worn out on dystopian, and I haven't reached for this since. So I'm gonna send it off to someone else who will probably enjoy it more. The ninth category is a book you don't know anything about, and that for me is Geek Love. I cannot for the life of me remember what this is about, and I don't care enough to read what it's about. So we're gonna put it on the pile. And the 10th category is a book you didn't buy, and that for me is All the Little Lights by Jamie McGuire. I don't typically read this genre and I didn't buy this book, so it's going. Did want to just let you guys know that I have a Depop shop and I'm going to be listing all of these books for sale on my Depop shop to try and raise money to move out of this place. It has some issues that need to be worked out that we aren't really willing to invest money into, and it would be easier and probably cheaper to just invest money in actually purchasing our first home. So that's what we're trying to do. So I'm going to post these books on Depop and I'll leave the link to that below in the description so you guys can go and find it. I'll also be listing all the other books that I'm unhauling on there as well. All the prices are negotiable and are initially going to include shipping in them. So nothing's going to be super, overpriced. I'm not trying to get, retail price for any of these books. I'm just trying to get them to new homes, but I'm also trying to maybe acquire a little bit of money to put towards our house fund. However, I probably won't be keeping these books all that long, maybe a week or two. After that, I'm probably just going to take them to our only local used bookstore and see what store credit I can get for them. But that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to go down there and hit that like button. If you liked me enough to stick around and want to see more, you can hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.